nation. No donation, no salvation.
And remember, respect is everything.
Hey guys, I'm back. So I'm not really gonna, review anything right now at the moment. But I did want to share some thoughts on an experience that I got to have recently with my brother at one of my local movie theaters in my area. So for those who don't know, recently in my area there was a screening of the 35th anniversary of the original 1986 Transformers film. Now, I'm going to say this right now. I am a dedicated Transformers fan. I collect the action figures. If you follow my channel, I build Lego versions of all of them. Transformers is a franchise that means a lot to me, and I really could not express how just grateful I was that I got to see the original 1986 Transformers film on the big screen. And it was uncensored, which I thought was kind of hilarious. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in the original 86 Transformers film, there was a scene where some cursing was involved, and a lot of later versions of the film were they edited that scene out. But no, for this version, for the theatrical re-release, they left that in, which I thought was pretty hilarious. In addition to Ultra Magnus swearing as well, but that's point is, it was quite an emotional experience for me because, at the end of the day, I never got to grow up in the 80s. I'm a 2000s kid, but, I love old school movies, TV shows, cars, technology, everything. I'm kind of like what most people would call an old soul in a young person's body, or at least at the time of this recording. At the end of the day, we're human. We're all going to get old one day, but that's beside the point. But I'm basically an old soul, is what a lot of people tell me. But the fact that I got to experience that movie again, but in the way that I really wanted to, was just truly amazing because, you know, I wasn't even expecting to go see it because I didn't even know what was going on at the time because I've been dealing with, personal things in my own life and, my parents and family and whatnot and a lot of other stuff. But it's just, it was definitely something I needed after all the drama that had been going on recently. I'm not going to get into it, but just know that it was important. But, which is why I've been away from YouTube and stuff for a while. But anyway, just it was an amazing experience seeing one of my, childhood, dreams actually come to fruition. I actually have it come true. Because, like I said, I'm an old soul. I love old school stuff. I like RoboCop, Terminator, the originals before the franchise went down the toilet. What else? Starsky and Hutch, the Dukes of Hazzard, Knight Rider, like all that old school stuff. The Rockford, all sorts of old school cartoons and TV shows that most people my age wouldn't even know about. But I was fortunate enough to grow up with an old school family because my dad, he grew up in the 70s. So it was, I got to, he collects stuff like VHS tapes, DVDs, whatever he can get a hold of. And, we came from a fairly low income family. So naturally, we were behind technologically for a few years. We weren't dead broke, but we just didn't make as much as other people at the time. But now we're doing fine and we're doing a lot better, especially with all the technology that's out now and how much more affordable some things are. But it was definitely an experience that was well worth, the. At the end of the day, I didn't even know what was going on because, again, I was dealing with stuff in personal life. But what am I trying to say? Again, sorry, I'm just rambling, but it's just I never thought I would ever get to have that experience in my lifetime, and my brother definitely pulled through with that one, and it was quite an emotional ride. For those who know me personally in my personal life, I'm actually quite an emotional person. Like I know I sound kind of dead and stuff in my reviews and all that, but and on all my other videos. But in reality, I'm a pretty, lively person. I like to socialize and do stuff. I mean, even though I am autistic and a little, a bit of an introvert at times. And yes, I actually am autistic. I was diagnosed a long time ago, but that's irrelevant. But the reason it's relevant because most autistic people, have trouble socializing, but I'm on the higher end of the spectrum, so I'm actually a little better with socializing to some degree. But it was just an amazing experience, and not to mention when I saw the title screen rolling in and just the hearing the Transformers theme, like I literally had tears rolling down my eyes. And again, I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not afraid to express my emotions, especially around my brother, because he knows how much that franchise means to me, and just all the stuff. Me and my brother are very close, but I was lost for words when I saw the text rolling in. I knew it was going to be Transformers because I saw during the previews they had like little skits and stuff, like stop motion stuff and like little animated segments. It was pretty amusing, and it was fun to watch. But yeah, just the fact that I never thought I would get to experience it, and it was amazing. I don't know if they're still screening that movie anywhere. I think we're pretty much past that point now. But, I just thought I'd share my thoughts on it, since I actually got to see the movie on the big screen in 2021. Of all things. I mean, it's insane. And it was an emotional ride. It definitely was. I mean, all the way, from, seeing, Optimus Prime, fighting Megatron, and, watching Megatron become Galvatron, and, it was an intense experience, just watching, reliving a good portion of my childhood on the big screen in a way that I wish I could have before. But the fact that I got to do it in my lifetime, and, I'm still fairly young, I mean, I'm 22, but I mean, I like to think that I'm young still, at least until I hit my 30s. Good God! But anyway, but yeah, it was cool. It was cool, and not to mention, probably the cherry on the sundae was on the side. It was a beautiful thing. So my brother, as the movie was getting started, he hands me my Optimus Prime figure. Not this one. No, he apparently when we were getting ready to go to whatever, because at the time I didn't know we were going to go see a movie. All I knew is that we were going somewhere and that he said it was important. So it was a surprise. But I guess when I wasn't paying attention, he grabs my Kingdom Optimus Prime figure from my To All Are One display, which, by the way, I've updated that display. Actually, let's cut to that real quick. But yes, he grabbed my Kingdom Optimus Prime. Or no, I think it was Earthrise. No, yeah, mine's the Earthrise version. But the Kingdom one's pretty much the same thing. But he grabs that figure and he hands it to me like a little kid when the movie's getting started. And good God, it was an emotional trip. I mean, I don't know if he'll ever see this, but if he does, I mean, sorry, bro, I had to put you on the spot like that. But nah, it was a beautiful thing, and I'm glad he did that, because had I known it was going to be Transformers, I would have wanted to have something with me, Transformers related, and it was a nice little touch. I mean, it's a minor thing, but to me, little things like that mean so much to me. Anyway, I probably repeated myself numerous times already in this video, but I just thought I would share my thoughts on an experience that I thought I would never get to have, and I wanted you all to know about it, because at the end of the day, I mean, while my channel is nothing special, I really do appreciate what viewers I do get, and what, people, actually do watch my videos and stuff. And, even have the time to communicate in the comments and whatnot, even if I can come off a little passive-aggressive at times. And trust me, when I respond in the comments, especially to anything like, just random things, I don't mean anything maliciously. Like, I've always tried to be as polite as can be. So it is what it is. But the end of the day, I mean, yeah, there's really not much else to say. I just wanted to share my thoughts with you guys, and um, that's pretty much it. Yeah, thank you all for taking the time to listen to this, and uh, thanks for being around. All right, have a good one. Also, I want to just say that we've successfully completed 5 boxes of Lego Transformers. Every figure in these boxes has been reviewed. Now, don't worry, it's not over yet. We still got plenty more to go.
Hallelujah! Another soul saved!